And then my personal pet peeve is the definition of critical infrastructure, because with supply chain attacks and everything around it, it seems this definition has to grow and grow and grow and grow and expand. And we're ending up again as like, okay, that's now all of society. But how is this workable? Because didn't we define critical infrastructure in first place to have a workable risk-based scope set? So super interesting. Let's go back there. The first thing I would like to do is I like to start with framing the challenge. So this means the first question that I'm going to ask you is one of these like really big questions from a 40,000 foot view. The other ones will be more specific, but I kind of alluded to that we're having certain problems at this point, right? To the amount of attacks, scalability of our systems, resourcing for certain as well. Maybe Santiago, let's start with you. Give me kind of like the 40,000 foot view of the state of infrastructure protection, the primary issues that we're seeing.
Thanks, Mike. And I would actually start by saying, and my own definition of what's critical infrastructure is those things that we take for granted in the US, right? Like we go and we turn the water and the water comes, we're not worried about the infrastructure behind it, right? We turn the electricity is there, we're not worried about that. It's these things that we take for granted that have just been left in one way, not protected and built to substance the 2024 cyber vector, right? All these technologies were designed 40, 50, 30 years ago. They never thought about how they were going to be impacted by a cyber event. So how we can do that at scale, it's going to be very challenging. As you mentioned, the resources, only 16% of critical infrastructure is the DIB. And, defense industrial base, they get all the law, they get all the resources. What about the other 84%? Small water utility plants and systems that do not have any resources. That's probably going to be the biggest challenge that we need to address, is how we can help at scale for the mid-market and the small folks.
Absolutely. Ernest, do you want to expand on this?